Hi everyone, this is Nadia here with the PEST Analysis for the Bazaar Shop, PEST standing for Political, Economical, Sociocultural, and Technology. And we will observe the Bazaar Shop and break it down with the PEST Analysis. The PEST analysis will be broken down into three parts. That's factor, opportunity, and threat. And we're going to start with the P for PEST, which stands for political, and discuss these three um, sub-subjects. So first is the factor for political. The first one I have is the federal tax requirements. There are no additional tax requirements for thrift stores or mobile boutiques. Since the goods are not being shipped out of the country or international, we don't have to worry about any extra tax requirements or any tax requirements that are out of the blue. The threat here is that if any additional tax requirements are added to retail businesses, then that could propose extra and additional costs to us as far as paying taxes. The next factor are local and state requirements and regulations. North Carolina local and state government has no specific regulations for mobile boutiques. The opportunity here is that the mobile boutiques that are in North Carolina can have some part in maybe molding future regulations. Because it's something new, they could use us as the stepping stone or like the start to starting to put regulations if they feel that it's necessary to have them. The threat is that the new regulations that possibly could be made may not be favorable to mobile boutiques because there's not a lot of info about them. They could just start to do regulations that may not be a good opportunity for people who own mobile boutiques. The next one is local zoning regulations. Local regulations only require a business like mine to have an itinerant business license. An itinerant business license is that you have the ability to float throughout the city with no specific zoning regulations, thus letting the business go to customers instead of the customers coming to them. That's an opportunity for us because it's very flexible and we don't have to necessarily have a zoning regulation of where we're supposed to be. The threat is that neighboring cities will also require their own business license, and they're going to have specific regulations for the business and may not require you to have an itinerant license, but maybe something different. So if I wanted to go to Chapel Hill or Raleigh, I would have to go and observe the government regulations they have for me. The next one is employee regulations and wages. As of 2014, North Carolina minimum wage is at $7.25 an hour. The opportunity here is that being that minimum wages are so low, paying even a couple of dollars over the minimum in retail may be appreciated from part-time job seekers and maybe an opportunity for us to get good people because we're paying a couple extra dollars more. The threat could be if the wages are raised beyond initial budgeted wage that we have set for part-time employees. It could affect the profits in the business as a whole. Next, we're going to take a look at the E, which stands for economical. The factors here include stability of current economy, key exchange rates, customer levels of disposal, and unemployment rate. First one is stability of the current economy. The current economy is growing, and since the current economy is growing, Americans will have more disposable income. The opportunity here is that disposable income means consumers have more to spend, and a business could charge a little bit higher if the demand is there. Whereas for the recession, people were slashing prices, you could get things really cheap. Now the economy is progressing, so things have gone back up to kind of where they were before. The threat here is that Americans may prefer to go to a regular retail store and not feel that it's necessary to shop secondhand anymore. Um, and so that could be some economical factors as far as the stability of the economy. Next, we have the key exchange rates. Exchange rates vary from place to place for thrift stores since products are sold and bought outright at discount rates from different places. Um, the exchange rates or how we buy things are going to vary anyway. So the opportunity here is that nothing really changes drastically, if anything, in the exchange rates change for other businesses. So because people are getting things that they want to get rid of, like at a garage sale, or people are getting things for free at thrift stores, it doesn't really affect the exchange rates too much. Even if they go up on prices, you always have different places who are offering discounted things or still trying to get rid of things, so it doesn't really affect us as much. And the opportunity there is kind of unchanging. The threat is that the rates may go up from additions from expendable income and improvements. So if a thrift store has decided that they want to improve, maybe sell nicer bag or have nicer bags that they put products in, or have fancier price tags, or have fancier hangers, or whatever the case may be, then that could be something that can mess with our profits. But again, the opportunity is still, you know, flexible because, you hop from different places to buy different things. The next factor is customer levels of disposable income. That level is rising. U.S. disposable income it currently ranges between 2,000 to 3,500 monthly. Customers will tend to spend more on newer and better clothes, thus giving away newer and better items. This is an opportunity for us because we're going to buy everything outright. And so, a lot of times, if customers are buying things that they tend not to wear or only wear once, they have more disposable income, so they bought more things than they actually uh, really wanted. Then that means that they're going to give more things away to keep down the clutter, and that's better business for us. So we're able to grab those things and offer them at a discounted price to other people. And then the threat is that there is a presidential election in 2016, which means that the economy's circumstances could change again and disposable income could decrease or stay the same or increase. So that's just a threat because it's unknown. The next one is the unemployment rate. In 2010, the unemployment rate was at 9.6%. As of now, March 2015, the unemployment rate has gone down to 5.5%. The opportunity here is that we can hire enthusiastic people that are made for the job and passionate about the job and not just looking for a job. When the recession was going on, people were just trying to pay their bills, so they were just looking for any type of job. The threat here is that it could be harder to find good employees because a lot of employees may be already hired because the economy is better. The next one is the S, that stands for sociocultural. The factors here involve population, job market trends, social attitudes and taboos. Sociocultural factors likely to drive change for your business. So, discussing population first. In Durham, the current estimated population is 246,722. Um, and the city has been growing in population. It was a little bit less in 2010. And the target age range for us is 20 to 34, which makes up about 26% of the Durham population. So that's a great opportunity for us because that's the ideal range for our target market. And then the threat is that part of the population that makes up this age range are college students who typically don't have expendable income. So this could cause issues in sales if they don't have the money to purchase some of the items that we have. Next is the job market trends. According to the Triangle Business Journal, industries like Durham Chapel Hill area include healthcare, trucking, transportation, administration, secretarial, construction, skill and trade, insurance companies. These are the job market trends within Durham in the Chapel Hill area. The opportunity here is with industries like healthcare, um, uh, trucking companies, um, construction, insurance. People are more likely to maybe stay from neighboring universities because they could find jobs that have something to do with what they've studied like healthcare. And if they stay in this area, it can potentially build long-term clientele for the Bazaar shop. So that's an opportunity there. The threat could be that retail could be declining industry as far as the job market in this area, since it's not on a job market trend for the Durham Chapel Hill area. Um, it could be one of those things that is overlooked and maybe not supported as much. And so that could be a threat to the business. Social attitudes and taboos. There are some stigmas associated with thrift stores as far as negative relations to an economic class that you're in. So if you are poorer, that would be the reason that you're shopping at a thrift store. And that's a type of stigma that could be associated with it. In the last 5 to 10 years, the economy has been pulling its way back up from a recession. And at one point, thrift stores were really, really growing and really successful due to this. So, because more people were shopping at thrift stores due to the recession, I think some of that stigma has gone away because people had to rely on them a little bit more because they couldn't go to malls and buy designer clothing full price. They had to go to thrift stores or secondhand stores and try to get it a little bit cheaper. So that's definitely an opportunity there that stigma has gone down a little bit. The threat could be that stigmas are still present and serve as a barrier to acquire new customers. So maybe people who haven't been affected by the recession or never decided to shop secondhand, they could still have stigmas associated with thrift stores and thus may not ever shop at one. The next one is social cultural factors that are likely to drive change for your business. Um, in this factor, it includes arts, reuse, independent businesses that are popular in the city and help build the culture. Since Durham has a strong arts and small business culture here, businesses that are within that energy fit very well within this area. So that's a great opportunity for us because we're right in line with that. The threat is that due to Durham being such an arts cultural city, people may not be very concerned with fashion forward trends and styles. And then also, the market could be a little saturated with so many artistic venues. Last, we have T for technological factors. Um, the things discussed will be new technologies that competitors have, and other technological factors that could be considered. So, new technologies, there's actually no new technologies that have surfaced that are directly geared towards thrift store industries beyond just improved POS systems that may involve a touch screen or something like that. The opportunity here is that since there are no new technologies surfacing, we don't have to constantly invest in such technologies, but instead invest in developments that are newly taking place in the industry. So things that are more popular or gaining more popularity in the thrift industry, we could focus on that as opposed to technologies that could be very, very expensive to invest in for a business. The threat is that customers may feel that thrift stores are not evolving with the times and may desire a more current approach to shopping. And that's definitely something that thrift stores in general um, maybe have to step up and do. New technologies that competitors have access to that can redefine their products. No local thrift shop competitors have any new technologies that can redefine products. The opportunity here is that we could use this as an opportunity to be on the lookout for new things so that it can enhance our business setting and kind of set us apart from competitors. So basically, put us ahead of the game. The threat here is that there's nothing stopping other competitors from doing the same approach or trying to be, on the horizon looking for new technologies. So it's definitely something that, is pretty much open, but something that we'll try to jump on first. And the last one is other technological factors that could be considered. Technology factors to be considered are portable technologies that can help a mobile boutique like the Square. The opportunity here is that by using technologies like the Square to enhance business, we can be introduced to other technologies that are specific for mobile businesses. So that's the opportunity there. Is the Square is just a minor one that's able to accept credit cards, and you not have to have a credit card reader to Wi-Fi. So by having that opportunity, the Square can introduce us to some other uh, business opportunities as well for mobile boutiques. The threat there is that more technology means more money, that may have to be contributed. Well, that is the end of the PEST analysis. Thank you for watching.